This is Amanda, who says, I'm 12 years old and my parents are always talking about the end of times. It's scary to me. What's it going to be like?
Well, Amanda, it's not going to be pleasant. You know, when you read what the Bible says about the tribulation, where it's not going to be a fun time. For me, you know, when I was 12, it was 1970, so it was a long time ago. For us, we were worried about, is there going to be a nuclear war? And a lot of predictions that, you know, Russia was the sign of the end times, and they were going to try to invade Israel, and then late great planet Earth came out, I believe, 1974. So it was a lot of time spent in end time prophecy. I tell you what, you can read Revelation. I encourage you to read Revelation, but at the end of the time that you spend on that, start asking yourself this question. Why in Daniel does Daniel say, those who turn many to righteousness will shine as the stars forever? It doesn't say those who have really studied Revelation and have figured out all the numbers will shine like the stars. And so what are we supposed to do with this knowledge? Well, we're supposed to go out and save the world. So I would encourage you, instead of spending a lot of time worrying about it, start spending a lot of time about how can I get more people into eternity with me. That is going to be your joy. Paul talks about that's my crown, that the people that you bring to Jesus Christ are the ones that are going to make the difference. So instead of studying the end time, study how to get people saved. And when you do that, you're laying up treasure in heaven.
Mm-hmm. This is Ruth, who asks, why did the Mayas, out of all the other early civilizations, get all the attention for their beliefs?
Because they wrote them down. You know, history belongs to the writer. And it's often said that the victor writes the history. In this situation, a lot of the writings of the Maya were burned, but some survived. And it took a long time to figure out their glyph system. And it's an amazing story about how a young boy who was with his parents on digs in Guatemala and Mexico investigating the Mayan civilization got to know the sort of the Maya way from talking with the local people there. And in that process, he figured it out. I think he was like 18, 19 years old when he figured out the system. And now this whole wealth of information about their belief system, how they viewed the creation of the world, how they lived, and so that's why the fascination.